Alright everyone, here's the next update. I have my assistant Judge here. He loves helping the garden. I'm trying to make this a more brief video. I'll do some editing, kind of cut out the parts. But as you can see, my peppers in the ground are getting eaten quite severely by these bugs. I'll try to find one if I'm doing this, but anyway, here's a Tabasco plant. It is starting to flower pretty nicely, and so I'll be having many Tabascos here. Oh, there's one, I see it. I'm gonna zoom in, see how that works. That's what is eating my peppers. I've tried soap sprays, I've tried sulfur, but I haven't been very successful at keeping them off, especially the peppers in the ground, but also in my containers. It's not as bad in my containers, but see if I can get it. This is my jalapeno plant. It's starting to produce some pretty good sized jalapenos, and there's lots of buds that'll be forming too, but not a lot of leaf cover, as you can see. And then here's the habanero, and there's my first habanero. Couple guys there starting to bud pretty nicely, and so hopefully pretty soon I'll have some nice hot habaneros. And there is another one. So please comment if you know what these guys are and any more effective ways of keeping them off of my pepper plants. Also, update on the tomato plants. They had a rough go while I was gone. The leaves are dying, the disease is spreading, and when I came home from San Francisco, they were actually on the ground. The wind, there was tons of rain while I was gone, and the wind knocked them onto the porch. So yeah, I'm just hoping to get a couple healthy tomatoes out here, and then I'll probably repurpose this pots for some transplant tomato, for some transplant pepper plants in here. I'm about to take, this is a peppercini, and probably in the next day or so I'm gonna take him out of here and put him in a smaller pot to help him grow while I try to see if these tomatoes will produce any, and then repurpose one of these containers for either one or both of those peppercinis. This is the cayenne, and as you can see, it's producing a good amount of cayennes. Here are the Vitalis. As you can see, they're getting eaten as well. Not as bad as the peppers in the ground, but they are having their leaves eaten a little bit. They're still growing pretty well. That one, I'm gonna have to look into those leaves. Those are looking a little bit diseased. I'll try to see if there's anything I can put into the soil to kind of counteract that quickly. But these will be producing pretty soon, so they're already starting to get a few little buds on them, so pretty soon I'll have some Vitalis. Here's a Havasu that I found from Lowe's, and it still needs to grow a little bit, but I picked a lot of the flowers. It was already flowering, but I picked them all off except for two, so I can focus on still growing. Over here, these are more serrano peppers. A lot of these containers, the peppers in these containers, the leaves have this weird crippling going on. If anyone knows what's causing that, also please make a comment down below and let me know. I don't know if it's just because they're newer transplants and it's part of transplant shock, or if it's a deficiency of some kind. But I have a majority of these serranos all have the same thing happening with their leaves. Here's a Florida 91 heat tolerant variety, and it's been doing really well. It's been producing lots of flowers and lots of fruit, and I think that I might try, if I can get another plant that's grown larger, I might get one more to counteract the other two tomatoes I lost. But this one Looks like it's going to be a pretty good producer, so I don't know how tasty the tomatoes are going to be, but at the very least they'll help me make some great salsa for all the peppers that I've been growing. Here is another pair of serrano peppers, and I actually moved this one to another part of the deck to see if the change in the sunlight would affect the leaves at all. But as you can see, they still have the same issue as the ones that were on the wall. But it's about to start. It's starting to put out some buds, so I'll have hopefully some serranos pretty soon. It's actually one of my favorite versatile peppers, so I'm pretty excited about this. Here I have my habanero that is in the container. It's growing pretty nicely. It still has a little bit of the warped leaves like the serranos, but not nearly as badly. A little bit of leaf damage, but all in all, it's been growing really, really well, and it is starting to, see if I can find some, it's starting to get some buds off. So I'll have habaneros in this plant pretty soon as well, which is exciting. Nothing like habanero salsa with fish tacos. And my mystery peppers are still thriving, producing lots and lots of mild peppers. So I pulled another one off to see if it changed in complexity at all, or the sweetness, or if it gained a little bit of heat, and it really didn't at all. But it was tasty. Again, great for salads, and I'm probably gonna pickle a lot of this. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you know any of the remedies for some of my problems in my garden, please let me know in the comments down below.